Morning, everyone. Today's Wednesday, May the 22nd, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. We're going to start with the SPY today. We know that we've got NVDA on the horizon this afternoon, and I think everyone's in pretty much a wait state for what's going on, though I'm not sure which way that'll go. The 2-hour chart shows sideways action, but dips are still getting bought. So what do you want to watch for? That is a toy you hear in the background, and chances are you might hear a human also. But what you want to look for is this pullback into 528 that holds, and then potentially the break to the north. Remember, we are looking at a breakout potentially in formation. So it's either going to break and shoot north, and we know we've got 535 after 532 on that upward draft, and then we've got potential to go to 537. Outside of that, the fades are going to give you buying action, and really tonight will be the big kicker, my thought is. So you're looking for the big burst with a lot of heat. Watch that pullback to get the buy zone. Right now, sellers are in control because we are inside of the close of the prior day. And all of these mechanics work just as well for the futures, right? So if we take a look at the cues, these are in breakout. 456 to 458, where the chart is going, we're already up at the close of the prior day, not heading higher, but still these higher lows. The first higher low that gets broken, the pattern, will bring us to 452, potentially 449, at which point the price action then says, hang on, buyers should come to the fray. The bounce that fails will give us more downside action, right? From a 2-hour formation, we can see the volatility bands grinding to the north, not a ton of momentum, so the dips are very likely to be engaged. What might those dips be? I say 453, maybe. That looks like a good one. 453 baseline, and then if we do head lower, we're going to head to 449.50. All right. Let's take a look at the ES. ES, you can see the patterns. Everything's running in sync. Everything's running in sync. We had this 53.50 up here, kind of a big round number. I'm going to take a couple of pictures of the gamma flows and put them up for you to see. So what we are looking at is first the 53.50 area to the upside, and then potentially 53.73. If the fade comes back in and loses 53.25, buyers should come in right away. If they don't, we've got ourselves a move down to 53.08, 53.05. Let's take a look at the cues. We could be very quiet today simply because everybody's waiting on what NVIDIA is going to do, but upside pressure, pulling back, look at them buying the dip off the 14, right? Third volatility band, 3 sigma away. It's a clockwork event right here. They really are trying to hold 750 to 760, right? That's what they're looking at. And then above, 18,880 to 19,000. I think they want to press 19,000, folks. This is not a breakdown pattern, but it is a pattern that says, listen, I have limited momentum and a fair bit of trend. So if I expand away from my moving average, I will collapse into it because there's not a hefty amount of momentum that allows me to push forward like this. Notice, see how this move is right here? Big momentum pushing up. It gives me pressure to move higher. And that's what we're looking at, the absence of in this current space. So we really could come all the way down to 18,633. Let's take a look at the YM. The YM closed above 40,000. The actual cash close yesterday closed above 40,000. But here we are coming into the space and we're fading again. Take a look. Double top in play right up here at 40,191. So the bounce into this zone at 10 o'clock that fails gives us, one, the reversion to the mean. Notice, little to no momentum. So you know it's coming back. And then the continuation down as it loses the spaces. Now, where are we at? 13,939. But what could we go to? We could go to 13,000 39,909, and then easily back to the breakout area of 39,734. Okay, that's what we're looking at. A lot of central banks came out today and said, hey, we're holding interest rates pat, not doing anything there. All of that looking just fine for now. We do have some Fed speak coming in here. What do we see? Austin Goolsbee. We have the Fed inflation expectation. Existing home sales is probably going to move the market just a little bit. EIA report, and then the minutes come out at 2 p.m. Now, we know the minutes. It's just going to be the same stuff from the last meeting, but how they parse it out is going to be very interesting. So watch carefully for these motions. All right, let's take a look at oil. Sorry about the background, but I really want to get something out to everybody, and this is the only way I got it. Notice, what is trend? It is down. What is momentum? It's negative, but declining a bit. So what does it tell you? In the grand scheme of things, they're trying to find a baseline event below. Now, my thought was that 81 would be that baseline, but you can see they've come into 81, rejecting it, but holding higher lows. So the big thing today with the EIA report is to see, what's actually going on here. Could it be that we break 77.48 and head to 77 itself? We could. Most definitely. My thought is, for the short, because trend is the way that it is, and momentum is the way that it is, wait for the savage explosion after the EIA, and then take the trade to the short end. All right? That's what's going on. From a daily perspective, you can see that these guys are still in downward motion, but desperately trying to find a floor here. If they can't, we're going to head down to 74 and potentially 73.80, which is where John's number is sitting, John Hoagland from Top Step TV. Those of you in the Top Step channel that normally listen to me, normally see me on there, you know that I am traveling and helping out with some grandkids as the newest baby is making the mommy feel quite poor. Very, very poor. So here we are taking a look at gold. All right, so gold is on a fade here, but still holding pretty well. Take a look. It got brand new high 2 days ago. Coming in, what's it trying to do? Find old support. This is the third day coming in around 2400. What do we likely think about here? What is the trend? Up. What is momentum? Up, but fading. So what do you want to do? You want to buy the dip. If you can't break higher than yesterday's high, you know it's still trying to find a flush of support, which could be anywhere from 2382 all the way up to 2390. All right, that's it for me, folks. Take care. You won't see me on the platforms very much today, but I will try to put some notes up there to help us along the way. Careful with those prices. Don't open yourself up to risk. See you.